Well, this year's team definitely has a new look. 11 faces on the team are new, including a highly touted transfer and freshman class. But one of the program's returners will have a pivotal role in the team this season. Mizzou guard Caleb Grill has established himself as a key leader of this year's group. However, this final ride for the sixth-year veteran took quite a journey to get to. After his first season as a Tiger was cut short, Grill got a second chance to get a proper send-off season, one where he hopes to lead MU to the biggest of dances.
It's a feeling that sticks with you.
I just kind of sat back and had that realization wow, I really accomplished this dream goal of mine.
Your first steps on a college basketball court.
Now how can I move forward and make another dream goal come forward?
Entering year 6, it's still special.
Each place you go is exciting, no matter if it's a home game or on the road.
And there's just something about Mizzou Arena that feels like home.
In my first home game at Mizzou, it was like a fresh start and a new feeling for me.
Caleb Grill transferred to MU last season after 4 years at Iowa State and UNLV.
I was excited to end my career in a Mizzou uniform and play for these coaches and this coaching staff.
Quickly, he became a difference maker.
I feel like those last couple games, I really started to fit in and feel where I needed to make my impact.
But in a blink, everything changed.
In the moment, I was just wanting to win the game and wanting to get back out there and do our best to help the team win because I feel like I was finally finding my step.
Grill broke his wrist just 9 games into the season.
The next morning when I woke up, I knew, man, there might be something wrong. So that's when we found out about everything.
And what looked like a 5 to 7 week recovery.
Really, it was kind of a weight game.
It just didn't go as we planned and as the doctors planned, but we did everything we could to get me back out there as fast as I could.
Turned into a season-ending injury.
We've tried to get him back. It just wasn't acting right. It would swell up when he would try to return. But he wanted to tough it out. He was saying, Coach, I'm going to put duct tape on it. We had to play the big picture, and the big picture was to redshirt him, obviously bring him back.
It was a tough break for the team.
We missed him last year. When the straw that broke the camel's back was when he went down.
And a disappointing blow to what was planned to be Grill's final campaign.
He was discouraged because he had developed this bond with Noah Carter and Nick Honor and all of them, and he wanted to be able to help them, especially being there last year.
But Grill and his family never lost faith he'd see the court again.
I don't think we ever lose hope.
I just knew there's going to be a way. I never put that doubt in my mind because I didn't want to have that doubt in my mind. I just wanted to prepare myself for the next season.
That perseverance paid off. The NCAA approved a medical hardship waiver for Grill in June, making him eligible for 1 more season.
So when I got that waiver, I was really excited, to have another opportunity. I felt like I didn't have a great start to the year last year, and it's something that I really am looking forward to is having the best season of my career so far because, I owe it to myself for all the work I've done, and then I owe it for this program to get it back to where it goes to.
The injury allowed Grill to see the game from a new perspective.
And I feel like I learned so much with how Coach Gates wants everything to be. When you're out there every single day, just getting a bird's eye view almost of just watching and how stuff should be and where people should be at.
He just looked at it as an opportunity to continue to grow as not only a player, but as a person.
An experience that allowed him to emerge as a leader of the program.
Why he was named captain is because of what he brought to those guys who were newcomers. I saw him building a bridge for those guys, for them to understand our philosophy.
His goal is to lead his teams back to the promised land.
Going back to the NCAA tournament, there's really no feeling like it.
And one day, lead a new team there from the sideline.
He's going to be a future head coach.
After his final season, Grill plans to pursue a collegiate coaching career.
When you're 18 years old, you're moving away from your family, and that becomes your new guardians. And I want to be somebody in the future where I could be a guardian, being a guardian for them and helping guide them through life and be a mentor through them.
Using the lessons he learned from a second chance.
I think all the experiences that you've had and you've gone through and overcome, adversity or experiences you can share with your team.
When I was here, I felt like I was really taken care of, People were looking out for me, making sure I was good, make sure if I needed anything. That was really what stood out to me is when I got hurt to see really how much they invested into me.
That was ABC 17's Kyle Helms reporting. Grill will lead the Tigers on the court for his first game back from injury tomorrow night. He says he's really excited to have one last opportunity to compete at the collegiate level. It all begins at Memphis on Monday at 7 o'clock.